we could do a BMI calculator. We could actually ask questions and then do some math on it and then print out the total. So if we were looking at an equation, so let's go back, because what I want you to do is I want you to play around with the math tester to figure out the equation, and you're going to want to print it. So if I go online and I pull up the equation for BMI, okay, what is the equation for BMI, body mass index? Okay, so this is just doing a simple math equation. We have kilograms divided by meters squared. Okay, so if I was playing around in here, and let me go back to Adam. If I was playing around in doing that, so let's do BMI is equal to kilograms divided by meter times meter. That's how we could represent it in our code. Okay, this is the equation for BMI. That means that if you were trying to capture that, so you could ask the person how tall are they, and you would have to get it in feet and inches and add them together, or you'd have to get it all in inches, or you're going to have them give the measurement in meters, in their height. You can't just automatically convert it. So you would have to go into find out what is, let's say, inches to meters. Inches to meters. Okay, so if we get inches to meters, then we could find out what that is. 1 inch is equal to 0.0254 meters. So if I wanted to convert, let's say 5 inches, I want to find out what meter is equal to. I know that 1 inch, or whatever my inches are, times, and then I need to have a correct fraction that will cancel out my inches. So I would have to say that 0.254, that's my conversion, divided by inches, or 1 inch, would be, so if I multiply this by 0.254 and divide it by 1, would give me meters, and I could go backwards the other way. So if I was trying to convert, I could go inch would be the equivalent of meter times, and now I have to have it cancel out. So I got to have it cancel out on the numerator and the denominator. So I'd have to have inch on the top. So 1 inch is equal to, this is 0.0254. 0.0254. That would be my conversions for meters. For kilograms, I'm going to have to look that up too. And I'm going to have to do the same thing, where this is my meters and this is my inch. And that's how I convert. You use this a lot in chemistry and in physics, and in some math you guys are going to be doing this if you haven't already. Here this is inch, and then this would be meter. So this is how we would do a conversion, and we're doing the conversion and then reassigning to meter. We're doing the conversion and then we're assigning. So if I was asking them, what is your height in, what is your height? And then I type something like only feet, and I ask them that question, and they say they're, let's say, 5'9", they're going to put 5. That's 5 feet. And then I'm going to want to probably store that as feet. Feet is equal to their input. So you're going to have to use your keyboard, the scanner. And then I'm going to probably want to ask them, what is your height? And say something like only inches. and ask them, and then they're going to have to say that 9, and I'm going to store that as inches. Inches equals their input. But now I can reassign. So I know that inches would be the current inches that we have plus whatever they put in feet that is converted to inches. So if I say 5 foot, I know that there is 12 inches in every foot. So I could say feet times 12. So I would have 5 times 12, which would equal 60, plus the 9 that I had. And I reassign that back as my inches. Then I could use that to convert to meters to start building out my BMI equation. I could do the same thing with kilograms, asking them the weight. You could also, here's another way that you could do it. Instead of having to do all of this conversion, which I think it's good practice for you to get used to, because we can take our original variable, tack stuff onto it, do some math onto it, and reassign it back. The other way is that you could say, what is your height in inches? And you already have them do the conversion. So they say that they are 69 inches. Well, then you can just assign that as their input. Okay, so this does the same thing, but we did the conversion. We made it a little bit easier on them. They didn't have to do the math themselves. Okay.